Hey guys, if you could hear me, I'm really close to the mic. I apologize in advance. But today is going to be my eyeshadow palette collection. First things first, Morphe. So here we have the Morphe Artistry palette. It's called Social Butterfly 15S. Okay. Next we have the Morphe eyeshadow palette DSLR 15D. It's a bunch of brown orangey neutrals, which is actually really pretty. I haven't put a dent in it yet. Next we have the Morphe Brunch Babe 15B palette. You can tell I use Squat a little bit and a little bit of whipped cream. I don't even remember the texture or quality of these shadows, to be 100% honest. Now here is a Morphe empty magnetic palette. This was from the Urban Decay Eyeshadow Volt palette, which I'll post a picture. This is just, I think, a L'Oreal blush in True Plum 185. So that's just mixed in there. Great. Now I got black. Okay, great. So the next Morphe palette is obviously the Jaclyn Hill palette. Okay, here's the Jaclyn Hill palette. 35 Dream Colors. Okay, so the next is the Morphe and Jaclyn Hill Volt palette. This is the Ring the Alarm. A lot of controversy with this. My best friend gave it to me and I'm keeping it. It's pretty colors. Haven't touched it yet. It's on the to-do list. Next is the Sassy Sienna's Dose of Colors palette. This came in my BoxyCharm. I also bought the other one that I'm going to show next because I liked it so much. Oh, there's still a brush in there. I'll just take that out. The next is the Dose of Colors Marvelous Mauves. We have the Fenty Beauty Moroccan Spice palette. Next we have the Rustic Glam Dominique's Cosmetic palette. Next another item from Dominique's Cosmetics called the Celestial Thunder palette. This was in my BoxyCharm. Next up we have the Nude Tude palette, eyeshadow palette from the Balm. Sorry, skip. Next is the Foiled Again foil eyeshadow palette from the Balm Cosmetics. I purchased this when I was at the Ipsy convention and it was like 20% off or something like that. Next is the Smoke Bomb with Foil eyeshadow palette. This was given as a gift if you bought any of the products from the Ipsy convention. Next we have the Naked eyeshadow palette from Urban Decay. I bought it as the 4 Vault. Here we have the Naked 2 Urban Decay palette. Next is the Naked 3 Urban Decay palette, eyeshadow palette. Last is the Naked Urban Decay Heat palette. Next we have the Urban Decay Elements eyeshadow palette. I still keep it in its original packaging because of the actual shape of the eyeshadow palette, which is round and it's more difficult to store if I didn't have the actual packaging, original packaging. Overall, I just love the combination of the colors. One thing I will say about the Bad Habit brand, it was considered basically a dupe brand that you could buy on Shop Hush, but I'm pretty sure they discontinued the entire franchise of like Shop Hush and all, especially Bad Habits. I don't think you can find it anymore. But yeah, the general consensus was that they were dead match on shades, or pretty close to, but the longevity was not the same, obviously, as a high quality $65 palette compared to like Huda Beauty. For instance, let me see. So this is the Athena palette, and this is the Desert Dusk palette. From Bad Habit, we have the Aurora palette. Next we have the Bad Habit Athena palette. Next, from also Bad Habit, we have Midsummer Night 30 color eyeshadow palette. Next we have the Violet Voss Essentials palette, Pro Series palette. Again, I got this from my BoxyCharm subscription. Next is the Tati Beauty Volume 1 palette. This has been well loved. No dents yet, but I do love the glitter formula. It's so easy to use, and it actually made me start using glitter overall. I've never even decided to use glitter until I bought this palette. Now on to my Juvia's Place collection. This is the Saharan. This is the Saharan by Juvia's Place. This is the Tribe by Juvia's Place again. Again, untouched. This is the Warrior palette by Juvia's Place. This is the Nubian 2 palette by Juvia's Place. Funny enough, I did use this shade called Cleopatra for my Cleopatra Halloween costume, which I'll post in the picture. Here we have the holy grail of makeup packaging that got me, specifically because of the packaging. It is so gorgeous. Oh my god. I'm like every other beauty guru too. I'm like every other beauty guru who got sucked in by the packaging. Okay. However, the shade Bonnie, I don't know what's going on with her. She's having a moment. I don't know if you can see, but she's a little cracked out at the bottom. However, packaging, I bought this palette solely because of the packaging and how much I love, like, how the names are inspired by actual witches like Bonnie, Prue, Piper, Paige. So, first things up is the Huda Beauty Desert Dusk palette. This is the Huda Beauty Rose Gold palette remastered. I give it to her. Her packaging is beautiful, but $65? You're bugging. These are all her Obsessions palettes. Maybe not all, but some. The Huda Beauty Emerald Obsessions palette. They all retail for about 27 bucks. They're a bitch to get back on, if we're being honest. Jesus Christ. Next up is these Huda Beauty Sapphire Obsessions, which is my birthstone, and I absolutely love these colors. Have I used any of them? No. Okay. Next up is the Huda Beauty Amethyst Obsessions palette. Purples. I think purple, pink, and blue, and black are all my favorite colors. Okay, Huda Beauty Ruby Obsessions palette. This is pretty. This is so pretty. I'm like breaking the packaging trying to get this freaking plastic back in. And why do I even keep this plastic? God dang it. Okay. Whew. Cut to a minute of me struggling to put these freaking plastic things back on. Huda Beauty Topaz Obsessions palette. Now we have the Huda Beauty Electric Obsessions palette. Ooh. Apparently I touched on some of these. go. Next up is the Huda Beauty Gemstones Obsessions palette. So here we have a teeny tiny Pixie by Petra Memorizing Mineral Dual Natural Nude. My friend got it for me. Ooh, it's so tiny. It's so cute though. Let's get a little closer to the camera. Okay. She had her moment. Here we have the Milani 4 Plum Basics eyeshadow palette. Next we have I actually use this a lot. Like I had this for a long time. You can barely see that it's even Milani, but whatever. Here we have the Milani 2 Bare Necessities. This is like when I first started buying my makeup. This is what I bought. I don't know if it was my first eyeshadow palette, but it was definitely one of the first eyeshadow palettes I bought maybe 3 years ago, 4 years ago. Here we have the Essence How to Make Nude Eyes palette, eyeshadow palette. Brand new, not even touched. They even have little, I think Too Faced does this as well, where they have like little how-to tutorials on how to do it, which I think is always useful. What the hell? Oh, this is cheaply made, girl. Next from Essence, we also have a Fairy Wings Magical Things eyeshadow palette. Next, we have the Essence I'm With the Band eyeshadow palette. Now we have the Ace Beauty Scarlet Dusk palette. This I received in a BoxyCharm. Next we have the Makeup Revolution London Forever Flawless Constellation palette. These are some bright colors, especially Venus. Jesus Christ. Next we have the Fairy Tales Storybook Cosmetics Little Buyer Rose. Here we have the Beast of all beasts. Is the Tarte eyeshadow blush bronze duo compact, whatever. In here it did come with like some mascara, I believe, and an eyeliner. Here we have the Too Faced Chocolate Gold palette from Too Faced, which I just said. Okay, you can see I've used her up fairly well. Pan on Cocoa Truffle. Ooh, and these are really dried out. Ooh, girl. Especially, yeah, chocolate gold hard pan, because I used, well, maybe not. Okay, well, it still has its effects. I sprayed like the setting spray directly into the pan like an idiot and dried out the actual formula. That's a Too Faced Chocolate Gold. Now we have the Too Faced Chocolate Bonbon palette, eyeshadow palette. I got this definitely not at full retail value. I bought this at either Marshall's or Target or one of those discount stores. Moving on to the Too Faced Life's a Festival Peace, Love, and Unicorns eyeshadow palette. I love the holographicness. Christine will die. Okay. I know how everybody feels about subculture. Relax. Here we have the Subculture Anastasia Beverly Hills palette. It was a friend gifted this to me, and I will probably forever keep it because of sentimental values, and yeah. And just added to my collection of the Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palettes. Next is the Norvina Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette. Ooh, yeah, Wild Child is gone, man. And the Celestial's on its way out too. Next is the Modern Renaissance Anastasia Beverly Hills eyeshadow palette. I want to work on getting Soft Glam, so that's a priority of mine. Alrighty. Moving on to the BH Cosmetics Galaxy Cheek 18 eyeshadow palette. Now, whoever made this, oh my god, It is gorgeous. Look at this. Packaging alone gets me, guys, okay? And this was like cheap compared to like a $42 eyeshadow palette. Oh, so pretty. Okay. Next is the BH Cosmetics Solar Flare palette. Oh my god, the mirror broke. I don't know how, but damn it. Alrighty, well, honestly, guys, this looks like a Morphe palette to me, where it's like 20 shades of brown, okay? But this is like 20 shades of like light brown shimmer, okay? Well, it's on. See, like Sunray and Fireball look almost exactly the same. They're like 2 shades of darker orange, but like this whole bottom row could be 1 shade. These 3 look the same in that one, but whatever. She's hidden here. Now we have the Aurora Lights BH Cosmetics palette. I just got shimmer everywhere. Now we have the Take Me Back to Brazil palette from BH Cosmetics. Now we have the Zodiac Love Signs palette, which I love. Okay. Packaging alone gets me again. This is just so beautiful. By the way, I am a Virgo, which is this orange creamsicle kind of shade. I guess we'll do swatches. Yeah, you see that chunky? Okay, well, she'll work itself out. Ooh, let's give her another swatch. Let's give her a fighting chance. Okay. We're gonna have to work that one into the... This was from my chocolate gold palette from the Too Faced. Would I say these are Virgo colors? No, not necessarily. I don't think I would ever wear these orangey colors. If I'm being honest, I would probably lean more towards Cancer and Scorpio. Kept the original packaging only because it was a different color from the actual palette. Mini Jawbreaker from Jeffree Stars Cosmetics. Looks like some of Purple Punch got into Orange Crush. We can make another fancy drink out of that. It's very rare that I hand on to the original packaging of Alien. This is the one where I should have like kept onto the original packaging of. But however, I do like how it folds back. Area 51 and Alien are gorgeous. And Pluto too. And Interstellar. Girl, learn English please. Alrighty. Here we have the Jeffree Stars Cosmetics Beauty Killer palette, which probably was one of his original launches. Okay. Now we have the Jeffree Star Cosmetics Androgyny palette. I really don't like this at the front of it, to be honest, but it's fine. Here we have the Blood Sugar Jeffree Star Cosmetics eyeshadow palette. See, it's not that difficult to open. I don't know why people have such a hoo-ha about like opening this packaging. Like it's not that deep. But yeah. But that's the Blood Sugar palette. Alrighty, here we have the Thirsty, where I don't know if you can see, but it looks like raindrops on top of it. The Thirsty palette, eyeshadow palette. Okay. And last, but certainly least, no, I'm just kidding. Last but certainly not least is the Jawbreaker palette. The pigment on this, ooh girl, look at that. A lot of that lavender gumdrop shade got into some of the other colors. Damn. But oh my god, look at Cotton Candy, y'all. Jesus. Okay. Okay guys, hey, if you it's me again. Now if you realize that this is a completely different angle and setup than the last frame you just saw, it's because it is, and I forgot my quite a few items. So here we have our Stila liquid eyeshadows. So since it's a small collection, I am going to swatch all of them and give you the names of it. Also, if you hate this layout, this spread, which is just a towel, let me know and you'll never see it again. I just thought, you know, it would be different than everybody's white countertops. So here we go. Okay, this is the Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow in the shade Smoky Storm. And this is a swatch. This is the Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow in the shade Diamond Dust, which just looks like silver pigment in a bottle. This is the Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow in the shade Plum On. Ooh, okay. Let's give her another go. These are a bit old. Okay, this is all she's gonna give us today. Still pretty, but could be more. This is the Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow in the shade Kitten Karma. Ooh, pretty. Okay. This is the Stila Glitter and Glow liquid eyeshadow with the Big Mamas. Okay. This is the Stila Shimmer and Glow liquid eyeshadow. I guess different from the Glitter and Glow, in the shade Vivid Amethyst. This is the Stila Shimmer and Glow liquid eyeshadow in the shade La Doce or La Dolce. I don't know, girls. Ooh, wow. Okay, apparently this is my first swatch of this. Okay, so here are all the swatches, and I'm gonna line them up the same way I swatched it. So here is the Smoky Storm, Diamond Dust, Plum On. She could keep going, but whatever. Kitten Karma, Into the Blue, which apparently I didn't say. Vivid Amethyst, and La Doce. Alrighty. That is it for my entire eyeshadow palette collection. Now this will expand. I don't know when. Maybe when I get a paycheck soon. Come on, YouTube. No, I'm just kidding.